Hello everybody and welcome to King of the Hill Episode 8 Game 1. And that's right, you're seeing on the right side of St. Omer Airfield, playing as the OKW. Today it is our reigning king, Nico. And in the west side right now, playing as USF. He's immediately locked in with the mechanized company. It is Isildur, currently playing as EC, but you may know him as Isildur in the community. A lot of players came into this event with new names, new personalities. Nico, of course, used to be formerly known as Nagano. Isildur, now going as EC. EC's first performance in King of the Hill was absolutely fantastic. He did a masterclass with Brits that made it look like just some kind of incredible AI was playing. It looked like the DeepMind project had moved from StarCraft and come over to Company of Heroes. It was that good, and hopefully we're going to get to see a bit more of that today. Right at the start of this, we're seeing the WC-51 loaded with the riflemen trying to push the Stern Pioneers out of cover. WC-51 can be beefy in these situations, not taking much light arms fire from the Stern Pioneers. See the riflemen there, they're going to take a more favorable position in cover. Stern Pioneers trying to close the gap. We've got support from the rear echelons from the south. It's a nice early engagement here. Nico trying to push up the lines. The WC-51 is coming to push the Volksgrenadiers around so that they can't fire back at the riflemen. And the WC-51 movement at the moment is essential in helping the echelons win this engagement. It is not stacked in their favor, but with the WC-51 being annoying, there is certainly a chance for echelons to do some damage. Of course, second rifleman squad now on the field. Nico has gone for double fuel already on this map, so he's trying to go for that early game fuel boost. We can only assume he's going for mechanized regiment, which would likely end up with a Luke's. The early Luke's on a map like this, devastating. Of course, Nico already knows the commander pick, so can already look to start countering the commander pick with the resources he's got. Isildur's trying to make time up at the moment, trying to get all the models he can on the retreats. He's going to go for a territory decap, which is going to quickly decap all of the fuel that Nico got at the start of the game. Really good game so far. You see that Nico's going for a Raketten. Some players choose to get the SWS and they go for that battle grouper or the mechanized to get a vehicle out quickly. But, not Nico, he's going to go for that Raketten. Well, I do have to say, this was really well handled by EC at the start. Really, actually, the key here was evening out the amount of infantry on the field. We've got the cavalry riflemen at the moment, a little bit static back in the base. Need to get on the field. Raketten cloaked, lying in wait for that WC-51. And of course, the lieutenant tech. Lieutenant's going to do really well at close range against these Volksgrenadiers. Actually, Nico needs to be careful. This is a late retreat. I'm pretty sure that Volksgrenadier will go down if the lieutenant gets into a good position, but line of sight, I think, just manages to save him on the retreat. Is the WC-51 available? Takes a shot from the Raketten and needs to get around the arc. He's got to be careful here. Is he going to go for the Volksgrenadier? I think actually he wiped it. Which is a beautiful play. The second Volksgrenadier going down there, and it does. This is a big loss for Nico. 2 Volksgrenadier squads go down. And I believe actually it's the lieutenant here. You can see 5 infantry killed. Would perhaps have got a very long shot off on that Volksgrenadier. That is a disaster start for Nico. Absolute disaster. He's just got his mechanized regiment up, but he's not going to have that fuel income now, which would have resulted in having the Lukes out early. He's also, of course, struggling for manpower whilst this is building and unable to get units on the field he needs to start taking those territories back. Pretty easy for EC right now just to sit on top of the strategic point. And it was Izzy that put Nico out of the tournament last time. Jay for Jet, one of our moderators, made this pick today on who should be the first person to play up against Nico, and I think that was a very good pick indeed. Healing up in the base now for the USF. Gonna make things even harder for Nico. He doesn't really even have the munitions to keep spending on health crates. Crazy. I mean, really, Izzy right now can sit back in the base, enjoy healing there. He knows that Nico doesn't really have much to push out of the base yet. He's going to want to get his units healed. Really needs them to be fully equipped and ready to move out, and the direction he takes here is also important. Strategic points are probably the quickest thing to get resources back into his supply at the moment. What a lead for his hero at the start. Cavalry rifleman. Is Nico going to try and use an incendiary grenade? Nope, doesn't actually need to. Able to also flank the retreat with the Stern Pioneers. That's a good play by Nico. There is, of course, the 50 cal USF machine gun waiting for the Stern Pioneers there. Great game sense by Izzy. There's also a flank on the north, 2 riflemen coming down. And as soon as Nico looked like he had a little bit of the map to himself, immediately pushed away. Really gotta wonder what Nico's strategy is at this moment. He's not that far away from having enough fuel for the Lukes. He's got the Raketten, so maybe he doesn't need to rely on a Puma just yet. It would help him just deal with a lot of what Izzy has on the field right now. Americans are making a push. You can see there WC-51 just scouting constantly on the front lines. It looks like it got caught out though. One Raketten hit, and there's the Faust. WC-51 is down.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
And all of these pickups right now, very, very important for Nico. You see here 50 cal again. How annoying is this? 50 cal is constantly moving across the map, predicting where Nico is going to play. There's good support from the cavalry riflemen, stopping the Stern Pioneers from doing loads of damage. Great incendiary grenade, but of course, you see all over the positioning of that. Looks like as well there's a bar on the squad here. So close range output. Insane. You can see their weapon rack was unlocked for Izzy. He's just been making use of all the resources he's had, and to right, got so many coming in. Dangerous lone capping from that Raketten. You can see here Nico Trying to get back in, and of course, having the Panzer II Lukes arrive, this is going to be something he might be able to work with. Got to protect this at all costs. We should really take a look at Easy's attacking. He has gone for the Major, actually, so he's trying to take advantage of the resource lead he's got to go for late game tanks. And actually that might allow some time for the Panzer II Lukes to have a window of opportunity. I say absolute credit to Nico here for sticking with this game. It's been a tough early game. Already coming down to 250 VPs as Izzy's had an incredible triple cap since the start of this game. Nico has been really resilient though. He is still making every effort to recap. He's trying to get himself with a loadout that will allow him to perhaps take and hold some resources, some VPs. There's an off map from the Major. And it's so good. Izzy played the Brits to absolute perfection when he played against Nico in episode 4 of King of the Hill, and here he is doing it again, making use of everything in his arsenal, even just to buy precious seconds. Zuka's there on the echelons, just harassing the Panzer II Lukes away, but here's going to be the big contender to the Lukes. Yeah, M4A3 Sherman. And the role of the Raketen now becomes so significant. Beautiful, beautiful with the echelons. Perfect counter to the Lukes until the Sherman arrived.
We're losing a capture point.
Actually, that's resulted in Nico bringing on another Raketen. Well, if you just tuned in and you want to know what's happened in this game, I think actually points held probably will tell you exactly what's happened in this game. Easy with an incredible early game map hold has just completely dominated this game through resources. Nico here, it looks like he may lose another squad of Volksgrenadiers. He does not want this to go down. That is very, very lucky from him. Oh, big hit from the M4A3 Sherman. Stern Pioneers go down. There's big hits with the infiltration grenades, but a Raketen goes down as well. Nico not left with very much. He can't capture the Raketen because of the 3-man squad of the Volksgrenadiers. And with great harassment by the cavalry riflemen, supported well by the Sherman, which is now just cleaning up behind the lines, there is really no opportunity for Nico to play outside of his base. Again, late retreat. Nico going to throw in the towel. He was on a 4 streak. But no, we have a new king. King Easy. GG.